everybody. Hello.
Welcome to Chesty Malone vlog number 11.
Let's vlog.
Vlog 11. We're in the same outfits as we were in vlog number 10 because, you know, we're fucking double duty, man. We're busy
We
people.
like these outfits a lot. So
We do. I have like 50 of these.
We didn't take showers.
Yeah. Wash our hair.
Didn't change our
Believable.
clothes. Our clothes.
Still drinking Rona.
Lighter right there, hanging in midair.
Where?
Right there. You might.
I don't see. This guy ruined my life at work today. I work today. Don't tell anybody I have a job.
Cool.
But this guy was like, "Oh my god, I need beer." He bought like 224 packs, and I was like,
Yes, you
"What's
do,
the
right
matter?"
here.
And he was like, "My daughter was sitting on the porch, and I thought snakes don't bother you unless you bother them, but this snake popped up between the wood and bit my daughter on the fucking leg."
What kind of snake was
He
it?
said it was like a black copper or something, whatever.
Copperhead?
Yeah.
Those are poisonous.
Yeah, he said she had to go to the hospital and stuff, and I was like, I'm never sitting on her porch again.
Well, that's the thing. It's obviously true that
It's
snakes
fucked up.
don't bother you unless you bother them, but this thing was probably freaking out.
Yeah. it was
Barry,
like-
stop, dude. Stop. No. Stop screaming.
But
This
yeah,
thing was probably freaking out. This
I-
thing was probably freaking out.
I was
on
like,
the
way
porch.
to ruin my day, guy. I was just telling everyone, everyone's like, what are you doing after work? I'm like, I'm sitting on my porch and enjoying a Rona with my husband. And fucking now I'm all like, snakes,
There's not
snakes,
going to be
snakes,
a snake on the porch. They
snakes.
probably live out in the country a little
Yeah.
bit.
There's country here?
We're some mountain right there. We're in an undisclosed location, but it's
That's what
not
I
the
mean.
country. We're in suburbia.
But anyway, I fucking hate snakes. I hate them.
I like
I
snakes.
fucking hate them.
I saw a rattlesnake around here once.
Fuck
Did I tell
you. I hate you.
My father's
Fuck
friend
you doing
John
that.
Balaban took me fishing and sort of hiking up
Not
the
okay.
mountains all the time. I was probably ants age, little ants age. I was like 8. And actually, it was it ended for a while. I ended up liking fishing later, but it ended my interest in fishing because I didn't realize that fish bled red blood.
Oh, yeah.
First fish we caught, there was like clouds of blood in the water. I was like, we have to put it
Okay.
back, right? And he was like, no, we're eating it. I was like, no, we got to put it back. We got to put it back. We got to put it back. So he did. And then we just went hiking, and then we were going up a trail. And I've still to this day I pay attention to my surroundings, like very, very much. And I heard like a rattle, and it was a rattlesnake coiled on the middle of the path, sitting there, a pretty big one.
I don't
So.
fear much as the front woman, man, dude, lord of the universe, master of Chesty Malone, and I'll slice them up. But snakes, fuck you. I hate you.
Yeah.
So 2 tie-in stories. Our original drummer, I say that's Spider now, Tom Murphy. Hi, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Is a snake guy, and I didn't know that when we first met him. And he invited us to our house to drink his house to drink beer and whatever one night.
It was actually after after the day we mixed
Yeah,
the Torture
that's what it
Rock
was.
album, we went to Tom's house with Rob Daly to do a listening and drink some beers and such.
So we're just sitting
Tom
on the
starts
couch,
busting out his
and all of a
snakes.
sudden he's putting these fucking snakes.
He just started
on the
randomly
fucking
grabbing
table.
them and putting them on the table.
And
stuff,
I
yeah.
literally, I like froze. I was like,
She was really upset. It was funny.
I was freaking.
Because
and
we
he
were all
was like,
stoked. Rob and I were like,
so
oh
you don't
wow,
like
that's cool.
snakes?
And we were like, check it out. And all of a sudden she's like,
Really hate snakes. And then we did that song "Showing the Snake," which is one of our hit singles.
yeah.
And he was like, "Oh, look at this picture of Tom Murphy holding a bunch of snakes. We're gonna take a picture of you with all his snakes like that." And I was like, "Fuck no, you're not."
Somehow, I wanted to do it with her.
Fuck you, not happening.
We lost
Not
the picture.
gonna
The
happen.
picture. Tom eventually took the picture for me, and then we lost it.
Yeah,
that
it
he
was a cool
holding
picture.
a handful of snakes.
If we can
Yeah.
find it, I'll insert it
You
here.
could do it again. Oh yeah, if we can find it, maybe you could send it or send us a new one.
Okay.
Tommy boy.
So
Um,
holy shit, I fucking hate snakes. They're awful.
did we ever tell the story of the lyrics to that song, "Showing the Snake"? That's a funny story.
I don't think we did.
So, I used to work at a bar.
Thanks for taking over as cameraman, by the way, because I suck.
We've talked about my career as a barman in Manhattan. I worked there for what, 13, 12 years? Hogs and
12,
heifers.
13.
And so when I worked at nights, I'd be taking a cab at 5 in the morning back to Brooklyn, and I really usually a lot of cab drivers weren't too cool or weren't too nice people. They just weren't friendly. I don't give a fuck about if you're trying to read into what I said. They just weren't friendly. I don't give a fuck about anything else. So I didn't want to be bothered either. It's 5 in the morning, but every now and then there'd be a kind of a cool, interesting guy. And this guy, I was there, and he started talking to me. He was like, "Well, there's a lot of bad people out at this time of night. It's 5 in the morning." And I said, "That's I won't argue with that. And
Wait,
he
there's
said-
bad people out in New York City at 5 in the morning?
Ever, all the time.
No
but yeah,
way.
particularly at 5 in the morning, I guess. But yeah, no, it's true. And he was like, so I see a lot of bad people that, you know, make me mad and stuff. And I said, okay, whatever. And then I was really trying to not talk to him. And then he was like, but you know what I do? Because instead of getting mad, I don't want to get mad. So do you know what I do instead? And I was like, nah, I really don't know what you do, guy. So we get to a red light, and he apparently, I hadn't noticed this, his whole dashboard was covered in rubber snakes. And he grabbed a handful of them and turned around to me and said, I show him the snake! And I was like, wait, what? And he's like, I roll down the window if someone pisses me off. I don't get mad. I don't flip them off. I show him the snake. I go, ah! And I was like, holy shit, I like this guy. This
so
guy
he
is
came
awesome.
home and told me that story, and we were like, that's a song. So if you
Show
actually
him the
know the
snake.
lyrics, we talk about its perspective of being a cab driver, pretty much. Yeah.
Pretty much. And then, I mean, yeah, but it is, a lot of it actually is from the perspective of being a
Yeah.
cab driver, and then some of it's just from the perspective of actually working at a bar and annoying fucking people.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I was a bouncer for a while, and yeah, there's a lot of fucking assholes.
No way.
So many entitled assholes in the meatpacking district of New York City when it wasn't really the meatpacking district.
I forgot to tell you today, it's a side note on the meatpacking district. So remember up by Hogs, there was like 3 storefronts that were all Scoop?
Yeah, they had the whole block.
So I got a
Washington, 13th,
notice in my
14th.
email today that was like, because I'm, you know, on all these stupid fashion things and whatever, because I like just reading and looking
They're all
at
gone
stuff.
from there, I think. right?
Listen, so Scoop, that used to be the big takeover of the meatpacking district, you know where they're exclusively sold now?
The mall or something? Or?
Walmart!
Oh, wow. That's the mighty have fallen. That's,
You went from the meatpacking district to being the new brand at Walmart.
I mean, you know what? Money's
Ouch.
money, but now.
Yeah.
I mean, isn't that what Betsy Johnson did, too?
Use Macy's, which is, you know, ouch, but Walmart is ouch. Yeah. Anyway, side note, that's funny.
Not that I would refuse to sell product at Walmart, but
Yeah.
They're not, they're not.
Our
It's
stupid, that Mentors tribute CD we were on was supposed to go be in Walmart, and then they wouldn't change the name or cover, so it wasn't, if you recall.
Oh, yeah.
Mark looking at you.
Yeah, they should have just done it, dude. And then it would have been in Walmart.
And then it would have been in Walmart. Same song, same fucking Mentor songs. Little kids would have been all, rape rock.
But it would have had to be called something else.
I mean, the
obviously.
songs in general. Yeah. Anyway, if you haven't heard it, our cover's really good.
Yeah, it's not bad. It's our most played song on Spotify.
Yeah, that's so weird. Our Mentors cover is the most played
Cool.
song on
It's,
Spotify.
obviously, if
It's
anyone
good.
wants to listen to us
Yeah.
ever, it's always cool by me. But it is
Your
kind of
little Dr.
annoying
Mel
to
on
me that you people are listening to our cover of the Mentors more than any of our original tunes.
You're pissing us off, everybody.
Get better. Do we have any other songs that might be funny to talk about?
I mean, all of them. Oh, here's a funny one. So going back to our first album, I actually like this song. We should play it live again. It's been a
What?
while. Waste Face.
We haven't played that in like 10 years.
That used to be one of the hit Chesty songs of playing live. Waste Face. Do you know it?
I know it.
Answer below. Smash that like button. But Waste Face. So I used to have this friend. Ugh, she was the fucking worst. Let's call her Sally. Her name starts with an S,
Sally.
but let's call her Sally. Sally was just the fucking worst all the fucking time, and that song is written about her. Here's to you, Sally. I don't know how much deeper I want to go there. One funny Sally story. She was like the cheapest person alive. Like the cheapest fucking person alive. And we were playing a show, and I was like, buy us shots. And she was like, okay. And I came back, and there was only one shot. She was like, there's $7 each, so we're going to split it. And I was like,
Don't split it. She's
what?
like, okay.
So I took it, and I took the whole thing. And she goes, what the fuck? And I said, my half was on the bottom. Sorry. But anyway, Sally. Waste
Remember the
Face
time
is
my
about
mother
you.
tried to get a sip of my shot of whiskey?
Yeah, that was like the same thing. You don't share shots. Who shares
We
a
were-
shot? It's
we
fucking
were-
stupid.
We were at Dinosaur Barbecue in Brooklyn. Love that place.
I love you,
Yo.
Dinosaur Barbecue. I miss you so much.
And they have the special called the Upstate, which is a shot of Jim Beam and a
Genesee
can
Cream
of Jenny
Ale.
Cream Ale for $6. That's a good fucking
It
deal.
was a great fucking deal.
She said most shots are at least $7 alone.
Product placement.
What's that?
You're doing some product placement? Trying to get sponsored?
I always get like 1 or 2 upstates whenever we
Or 3
go
or 4.
to Dinosaur. And my mother was visiting us one time, and I said to her, "This is what I always get. You want to get one?" "Oh no, no, I could not." She pretended she was all
Yeah.
prim and proper. Oh no, oh no. Oh, okay. So mine came, and she says, "Oh, could I try a sip of your whiskey?" And I said, "What?" "I'd like a sip, please. I'd like to see what it tastes like." I was like, "Tastes like whiskey. You know what whiskey tastes like."
Let me
"Oh,
buy you one. And she was
I
like,
don't."
No,
And then
no.
I was like, "No," but she's like, "Well, can I have a sip?" I said, "Well, no, it's a shot. I'll get you one." The waiter was still there. I was like, "Yo, no, 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 no." I was like, "I'll get you. I'll buy it for you. I
Yeah.
don't care." You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. I'm not. You don't.
You don't share a
don't do
shot. It's
that.
just common fucking
Right.
etiquette. You do not share
And
a
then
shot.
she pouted
Fuck
the rest.
you,
She
Sally.
said no.
Fuck you, other Bones mom.
She said no. She refused to have me order her one, but she still. I just wanted a sip when the waiter.
Ridiculous.
And I was like, "Well, I said I'd get you one."
No.
And then she pouted the rest
Yeah.
of the dinner.
Yeah.
You don't take sips. And I know Harvey always disagreed with me on that
Yeah,
one.
Harvey, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
I don't
right?
know what they do when you visit Thailand, but that's not okay in America.
Right. Plus, she was trying to pretend that she didn't know what whiskey tasted like.
Yeah,
Is also what she was trying to do.
right.
I
Because,
mean,
people in their 80s never tasted whiskey before.
that's how she went. She, she went to
This is against her,
dinner.
too. His mother's very entertaining.
She went to dinner with a friend of ours years ago, and before we knew him, and he said the same thing. They were ordering drinks, and he ordered a martini. I
A
think?
gin and tonic.
A gin and tonic. And she's, "Oh no, I couldn't.
Oh,
I
I've
couldn't."
never had
And
a
then
gin
she
and
said the same thing to him.
tonic
I've never tasted one. Could I try a sip of your
And
gin
she
and
was all,
tonic?
"No,
Well, no, he did the same thing as me, except that he let her do it. He let her have the sip,
Chugged it.
and then he was like, "You just keep it. I'm not going to take it back. I'll just get another one." And then she was like, "Oh, that's very good." She's never tasted a
Never
gin
had
and
a gin
tonic
and tonic before.
What the hell? You think you're
Oh,
full
yeah,
of?
it's so fucking funny.
Fucking ridiculous.
Anyway, are there any other songs we want to talk about?
I don't know. We've written like 40 of them
We're
now.
in 40-something songs.
And then we have a new album of 13 more.
Oh, while we're hawking our band, you can go to 1332records.com and pre-order our new cassette, The Destroy All Humans.
By the time this
I mean,
comes out, I think you can
Destroy All
actually just
Humans.
order it.
Satanic Brooklyn Humans EP.
It combines the Satanic Brooklyn Scum and the Destroy All Humans
Why did
7-inch
you say the
records into
Look, I'm getting
one
better at eyebrow.
cassette
I can't do the other
entitled The
side still.
Satanic
But I can do
Brooklyn
this one.
Humans EP. That's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, whatever. I actually have a cassette player.
I fucking think
So,
they look great.
They
The
look
neon
really.
green
They
one,
do
they're
look
pretty
really cool.
fucking
They're in 3 different colors. They're in
I like
neon
stuff. You know what I
green
mean? When I
stuff
like a
is
band, I
cool.
like stuff. I just ordered that Super 7 Venom guy. I fucking love it. Super 7, make a Chesty girl.
Oh yeah, that would be awesome.
That'd
Did
be
anybody
fucking
know anyone at Super 7?
I
Because
hope so, because
the
Chesty girl.
Chesty girl would be awesome.
It could-
Insert the logo
it could
pic
hang-
right. Hold on. Insert the logo pic right. Okay. You
It
guys
could
should
like
make a figurine of
you
that.
could like play Barbies and it could hang out with the Venom guy.
They're not Barbies. They're like Star Wars stars.
I know, well,
Dolls,
you know what
action
I mean.
figures.
They can go on a date and be really cute. You can use one of those little pizza tables.
Yeah, that's it. That'd be fun. And you could make like
Do
a
it, Super 7. We gotta
chair
know
out
some
of like a
viewers.
matchbox or
Yeah.
something.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Those sort of
Goals.
things are fairly
They are
cool.
fucking cool. We
I
love
think they
those.
went a little overboard on the 8,000 variations of Misfits ones.
Yeah.
But I have like 10,000 of them.
We only have 10,000 of the 8,000.
8,000, we have 10,000. Whatever.
Cool. So what else in this vlog number 11 do we want to talk
Vlog.
about?
We're hoping to play shows again someday.
Yeah, I really miss playing shows.
I don't know.
I keep buying new things to wear, but I don't have any shows to play.
I saw that they're having shows in Pittsburgh. I saw the Cheats played, but
Hi,
I don't
Chase.
think they're. Hey guys, Todd. What's up? I don't think that they were really letting too many people in.
Yeah,
I
see, I
lost some
don't, that
footage.
doesn't sound fun.
I was stoked that they were playing.
I like
but
contact and touching and fucking and killing.
Pittsburgh's a cool place to play,
Yeah.
but I mean, not if they're not letting people in.
Nothing else. What's the point?
Yeah, I mean, we already played in our basement live streaming for you
Did it
guys.
once, that's
Still on
enough.
our Facebook. So hopefully that happens eventually this year.
We're also very, very shortly going to start the recording finally on Please Chesty Don't Hurt Him, which is very
If you missed
exciting.
our vlog with where we
John
interviewed
Bechtel.
John Bechtel from Ministry and assorted
He's
other
going to
bands,
do the album, guys.
he's recording it
What do you think?
at his studio for us, and that's going to be pretty exciting.
It's going to be pretty cool.
Our first album not recorded in New York,
Where are we recording it, though?
secret undisclosed location
Where am I?
with the A-Team.
Doesn't matter. But anyway, that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
What's up,
definitely.
John Bechtel?
Hey,
Sponsor us. I love the Rona.
yeah,
Love
that
it.
haircut too.
You do. We should do a haircut video again soon.
Haircut
Look
video.
how long my hair is getting. I'm
Yeah,
very
it's cool.
happy about it.
I like it.
Cool. I decided I'm letting my roots grow until we're allowed to play a show. I'm going to do a challenge.
Okay.
No, we're not playing a show, letting the hair grow challenge.
Not playing the show, let the hair grow.
Unless we do a photo shoot or something for the album, because I can't have these fucking disgusting roots on an album cover.
I gotta make the album cover art too.
Right, ladies? You know what I mean.
I just did the artwork for the tape.
Tape is cool.
Hopefully we're gonna have a picture disc
That's what I was about to say.
of Torture
Another
Rock,
one.
which would be the first time
People have
Torture
been
Rock was
asking us
on
for
vinyl.
Torture Rock on vinyl for years since it fucking came out. So,
Never released
picture
on
disc,
vinyl.
man. It's
So
gonna be
hopefully that
fucking
happens.
cool.
I was working on an artwork
Supposed
for
to.
that. For anyone that cares about these kind of details, there has to be somebody besides me. I recreated the artwork out of the original elements. I found all the original elements from the original CD artwork, and I recreated it from those.
Which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, it looks really
It's cool because it's not the same cover. So, you know, like I said, I
No.
like stuff and I like collecting things. So if I was you, said Chesty fan, I would be all, oh snap, that's not the same color.
It's not the same, but actually to the casual observer, you wouldn't really notice because, like I said, it's from the same painting that I made, the same photographs that I took.
I feel
and
like
the
our
same
fans-
writing
Boom,
and lettering.
so stupid.
The same, hang on, the same lettering and writing that handwriting that I did. I found all that.
I feel like Chesty fans are very fucking astute to your art decisions though, because remember, for the fucking longest, we didn't make classic logo shirts anymore, but we had the classic logo shirt with the pile of skulls, and they were like, well, I don't want that because there's the pile of skulls. Like, oh man, I just
We did.
want
I
the
remember there were a
classic
couple. It was
one.
always
I was
like,
what's,
can't
what's
win.
the problem? You
For the
can't
first
win.
couple of years,
Yeah.
all we made was the logo, classic logo.
Right, so we were like, oh, like, let's not, let's mix up a little better. Hang on, folks. We're back.
So I wanted to branch out for a while. We made different ones, which obviously we've done a lot.
And like, there's just
and
never
people would
making
complain,
anything.
people would complain, it's the same shirt because when we only had the classic logo, and then I made different ones, and then we had people saying, I really wanted a classic logo one.
Classic logo.
So then I was like, I'm going to do the best of both worlds, keep myself happy because I'm going to do something technically different. I made the classic logo. If you've ever seen our banner, insert a picture here, and when we play live, I made a t-shirt of that where I put a pile of skulls underneath the classic logo. So I was like, it's different, but it's also the classic logo.
And
And
people
then
were
we
not
actually
accepting it.
literally had a bunch of people being like, I'd be like, oh, hey, check it out. Remember last time you said you want a classic logo? At the next show,
But that's
we
not
got
the
them.
classic logo.
Oh, it's not. It has the skulls.
Okay. You
Okay.
fucking people are
I mean,
ridiculous.
we sold them.
That's okay.
But,
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day where I feel like
Can't
we're
win.
like the Motorhead Ramones of our caliber of music because we sell more t-shirts than fucking, we've sold like a zillion fucking t-shirts.
We were trying to.
over
We were
the
thinking
years.
about how many t-shirts we may have made or
A
had
lot.
made over
We've sold a
the
fucking
years.
lot of t-shirts over the years.
It's quite a
It's
quite
like
a few.
quite a
Couple,
fucking few.
thousand of them.
Yeah, a few thousand t-shirts out there.
Easily, literally, not even
Yeah,
like
no,
trying to
I
internet
know.
lie. All you internet liars.
We
out
make
there.
we make 50 or more a batch every time we make shirts.
We've made 100 a few times.
And made 100 a few times, and we make t-shirts like 2 or 3 times a year. So times fucking 14 years. That's a lot of fucking t-shirts we've sold.
Yeah.
And fucking hoodies and bags and blah blah blah.
Well, yeah.
Still have that Chesty tote bag for sale somewhere. if
Insert
anybody wants
picture.
that. Insert picture. If anybody wants it, it's the last one in existence.
So I was listening to the new Cro-Mags album today.
I just heard that one song you posted. It sounded pretty good.
It's
actually.
good. I like it.
Yeah.
Sounds like the Cro-Mags. The
Shocker.
instrumental's really cool. He had
That's
this
the one I heard. Yeah.
guy, a cello player from the Subway. He had him play on it, and it's pretty,
pretty
cool.
cool.
Rocky George, unmistakably being Rocky George on there. No, I'm not trying to be a dick, but I wonder if you could just get him to just play like one solo and you could just like insert it on every song. They all sound the same.
They
I
do.
love Rocky George, but
I do too. But yeah, it's true.
if you obviously
Not everyone can be the Bone.
Oh well, I mean, I'd probably have 3 or 4 variations on a theme that I do for every song.
Some
myself.
solos on the new album are pretty fucking.
I try to do at
No.
least a couple. Thank you. I try to do at least something different every time. I try to learn something new. And you know what I mean? It comes from weird places too. Like, I had to learn. I did an F-bomb one year where we did the whole Danzig first album, and I had to learn all the stuff. And
I wasn't there.
yeah, it sucked. We couldn't get a babysitter. It sucked. It wasn't my fault. What are you gonna do? And anyway, I was like, oh, I can incorporate some of the riffs into leads and stuff. You know, John Christ, great guitar player.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. F-bomb. Yo. Should do a Chesty Malone F-bomb.
That'd be great. You know what I'd really want to do? Ron, do you watch these?
One.
Ron? Is
Ron Rancid.
Ron Rancid, do you watch these?
We could tell him to. I was texting with him today.
Ron, you know what I'd really
Our
like to
buddy
do?
Ron Rancid from the Nihilistics.
Because I
Long
feel-
Island's not unfavorite. The unfavorite
So
sons of Long Island.
Ron, I'm talking to you. Listen to me, Ron.
Ronnie boy.
Aside from us both being from Long Island, I feel like you're my spiritual advisor in the pissing people off scene, and I feel it would be the best thing ever if we recorded a split 7-inch where you do a Chesty song and we do a Nihilistic song.
Wait, didn't I tell you? I actually talked to Ron about that.
Did you?
He's into the idea.
Really? You never told me that. I just
did.
thought I had that idea, and I was like, fuck yeah.
No, I was actually texting Ron when I did the interview for No Echo, and we actually talked about doing a split.
Of doing
single.
that?
I can't remember if I did about we would each
Tell
cover.
us, Ron, if you're watching this.
That'd be a cool idea. 2 songs per side, where we Chesty cover a Nihilistic song and one original of ours new song that we write, and vice versa. You guys would cover us and
I think
a
that'd
new
be
song from you
fucking
guys.
cool.
We'll have our people get a hold of your people,
These are
and
the people.
they'll do lunch.
You're looking at the people.
So that would be fucking awesome.
I think that'd be
he
fucking
was into
cool.
the idea actually. He was into
Ron, I bet I know a guy who'll release it. Levi. Maybe?
it. Oh,
Oh.
sweet. Yeah.
Hi, Levi. Maybe.
Yeah.
1332 Records. Go pre-order or order it whenever this debuts. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But I think that'd be pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
Do like Black Sheep or something? It'd be fucking cool.
My dog, he licks me. I like that one.
I like
That's
that
their
one,
hit song,
too.
isn't it? Kill yourself.
What song would you do of ours, Ron?
Tell us, Ron.
I look like
Or
hell.
Ajax. Oh, that'd be awesome, actually.
That'd be fucking cool.
Yeah,
That's my
yeah.
request. If we do this, I want you to do I Look Like Hell.
Yeah.
It'd be great.
That would be pretty funny.
It'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah. What shows we had canceled, man? That was a bummer.
I'm really bummed about all this fucking shit, and I'm really bummed
Yeah, I
that
guess we already talked about the
fucking.
specific
I know,
shows,
but
yeah.
it just fucking sucks. It all fucking sucks. It's all bullshit.
Well, hopefully we get this album recorded. We can
At least there's that. We've had the
use my
time
new
now.
amp.
to-
I'm sure everybody's super excited to hear my new
They might have
amp
already if they watched vlog number 10.
vlog. But yeah, that's right. They will. They will have heard it.
Since I'm splicing the... Nope, you don't need to know that. You don't need to know what kind of masterful magicry I work on these videos.
It's pretty state of the art. Yeah, most people go to school to learn this kind of stuff. It's not just like some free software that comes whenever you buy a Mac.
Oh, so also, we have 2 more singles we didn't release yet.
Yep. Oh, the quarantine covers, you mean?
Quarantine covers.
Singles.
You're right, yeah. We didn't
Yeah,
release
okay, so
them yet.
you know about the 4. If you don't, go back and look for them. We did, what did we do? Void, we did Venom, we
Madonna.
did Madonna, and what was the other one?
Void, Venom, Madonna, and Discharge.
Discharge.
Duh.
And we recorded 2 more for a total of 6. We recorded a Slayer, South of Heaven. Let us know in the comments down below if you'd like to hear it. It's done. Things are
Or-
opening back up, so we kind of stopped doing it.
Or,
And we also did evil by the foreskins.
So let us know which we should release first, South of Heaven or the Foreskins, because we didn't release them yet
They're
because
both
things are
pretty
getting wild on the internet
Joke
and we
and banging,
bowed out for a
as
little
the
while.
kids used to say.
But vote.
I mean,
Foreskins, South of Heaven.
yeah.
Which should come out first? They'll both come out.
Cool, they're
We can
done.
do
So
both. They
total
both
of
sound
6
fucking good,
quarantine
yeah.
covers.
I was blasting them on the fucking stereo and they sound killer, but tell us which one you want to hear first.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That would be cool.
Kill.
Cool.
I haven't done this yet, this video.
That's pretty weird.
You love it. Oh, baby bunny's still there. It's too wet, baby bunny.
He's drinking water. Doesn't have like a faucet.
Baby bunny.
Baby bunny. Lots of baby bunnies, as we always say, around here.
Middle of nowhere.
We watched that movie, King of Staten Island the other day.
I watched like 10 minutes of it. I hated it. Why was a fucking weird Jerry Seinfeld Jewish guy playing a Staten Island Italian tough guy?
I mean, he's not a tough
Yeah.
guy at all. Actually, he's kind of loser,
Like I
but,
said, I watched like 10, 15 minutes of it.
I watched the whole
But
thing.
that's what I got out of it, that Jerry Seinfeld was supposed to be playing a guy from the Jersey Shore series. Oh,
Yeah,
like
okay,
actors.
but
And
it was fairly-
those fake tattoos.
The fake tattoos were
Oh.
silly, but it was a fairly good portrayal of Staten Island people, I thought, since we lived there
I
for 2
slept.
years,
I couldn't take it.
as you
I
know
thought it
from
was
our
really
other
boring.
vlog. But you know what? I was really disappointed at the ending. I was like, to me, this is just so
I can't
such
believe you watched the whole thing.
lazy modern filmmaking. People don't think it matters, I guess, because like it just ended like, so he's this loser, perennial loser that can never figure out what he wants to do with his life, and his father died, and blah blah blah. And his father was a fireman, FDNY guy, and he starts hanging out with other firemen eventually because one of them is dating his mother. And it's like, okay, so you're thinking the way the movie's going to go is that he's going to eventually find himself and become a fireman. Nothing happens. He starts living there at the firehouse because he got kicked out at the firehouse.
Oh, yeah!
And his mother kicks him out. So yeah, and so he had this sort of erstwhile girlfriend, you know, and he meets up with her on Staten Island Ferry one day, and she's like,
Erstwhile?
erstwhile. Look it up, kids.
I hate
Improve
his
your expand your vocabularies. So he meets up with her coincidentally on the Staten Island Ferry, and she's like, leave me alone, I'm on my way to take the civil service test. You know you can still take a civil service test.
Yeah, you can take a civil
There's
service
specific tests
My
for
dad,
specific
for
jobs,
years,
though.
harassed
You know what I
me.
mean?
You should take the civil service test.
Right, okay. But I mean, that's old fashioned. I know that. That's what you used to take to get jobs at like the post office and stuff.
Remember, George Costanza's parents also wanted him to take
Right,
the...
right. But I know there's like specific jobs for specific unions.
It's for
and
being a
stuff, and
postal
tests.
worker or being a...
Yeah. Anyway, so this broad, his erstwhile girlfriend, is on her way to take the test, and one would actually assume, I would anyway, that would be taken somewhere in Brooklyn, but they end up in Lower Manhattan.
Okay.
And so this is how he tells her he loves her. It was really weird. Like I said, they barely.
I didn't
whatever.
watch it.
And
I don't fucking know what he's
suddenly
talking
she's
about.
like, "Well, I'm going to take the test, so you should be here when I'm done." And he's like, "I will." And she's like, "Really?" And he's like,
Oh,
"Yeah."
I thought he was taking the test.
No, that's what I mean. Nothing ever. He never stopped being a loser, except that he makes this move on this girl and tells her he loves her for no reason, and she like loves him too. And oh, so I'm taking the civil service test. It'd be cool if you were here when I'm done. He goes, "Cool, I will." How long? And she goes, "Like 3.5 hours." He's like, "Oh, I will. Okay, cool." And she says, "Wow, okay," and walks in, and then they show him like this, looking like a fucking tourist, looking up at the big buildings in Manhattan, going like this. And that's it. The movie ends. Credits roll. That was the end of the fucking movie.
So nothing happened?
So nothing happened.
I really like that movie we watched the other day.
Well,
So
wait, stop. So to me, I'm like,
I
this
didn't
doesn't
watch
make
this
any
movie.
sense. Yeah, but we can talk. We can put in that we were reviewing this movie. It's popular. So
Why is it
to me,
popular?
it's so lame. It's so lazy. I really feel like they're like, I don't know. We don't have an end. It doesn't really matter. But it does, man. Like it was Judd Apatow. He's supposedly one of the modern
I don't know.
movie big guys.
Is that the guy who looks like Jerry Seinfeld?
No, that's the guy from Saturday Night Live. I'm talking about the director. It was Judd Apatow. Who's a famous movie guy
I know.
for the last 20 years or so.
I know Judd Nelson.
And that's the best you can come up with? Like, it wasn't an ending. It's not a TV show.
I hate when there's not endings in movies.
I mean, so whatever. It was a watchable movie. I watched it, but it was stupid. Nothing. There was all these things left hanging. Him and his stupid friends rob a drugstore in Staten Island, and he was the lookout guy. The rest of them got caught. He didn't because he was outside. But that was something that if he would have had an ending, like what should have happened was he should have become a fireman or wanted to become a fireman, and then that should have come up that one of his stupid friends knocked him
Ruined it
out,
for him.
and
That
then they
would've
would have
been an
dealt
ending.
with that. But
I didn't watch
nothing
it.
like that
I don't
happened,
fucking
and
know.
it was just like
It's stupid.
a bunch of people got shot in the fucking robbery. So it was like it would have been a real serious deal. Stop screaming! It would have been an actual very serious deal if it had happened in real life, and it was no big deal.
Very weird.
Was never resolved. People write actual endings to movie that
I
wasn't
don't
an
have an
ending.
ending. I didn't watch it.
It wasn't an
What
ending.
ending?
I could see them like being like, "Oh, should he join the FDNY?" That's what everybody was expecting. Okay, so you just
So
didn't
just
do
nothing?
anything at all.
Nothing happens. We watched another movie this week that I actually really liked, which I was surprised about because I know you're not an intellectual. I don't like foreign movies. I know. I just don't like them. I'm not a
With
fan.
few exceptions, there are some.
I just don't like them.
I don't get into it either.
I just don't like
I
it.
mean,
But we put on this movie. What was it called? The Loved Ones. The Loved Ones. And at first, it's funny because when Amazon Prime shows you the
wait,
preview,
that's the one with the psycho
Yeah.
girl and her father?
when the
It's called
preview,
The Loved Ones?
yeah, when the preview shows you it, you
don't
think it's
remember
going to be
it.
like a lighthearted, like teen movie, and I like those sometimes. So I was like, oh fuck it, let's watch it. And it turns out it's this fucking crazy bitch that fucking apparently kidnaps boys with her dad and tortures
She
them.
likes boys at school, at high school. And
It was good.
They never like her, so she has her father
Yeah.
kidnap them, and then they torture them.
And then tortures them, and they give them what is that, a lobotomy?
Well,
They give them a
they
lobotomy.
trepanate their head. They drill a hole in their forehead.
So she gives all the boys from school lobotomies and toss them in their basement, and they kind of turn into zombies and eat whatever she throws in the basement. So anyway, I thought that was a pretty good movie. I
Yeah,
liked it.
that
I
one was
enjoyed
cool.
it. The Loved
Yeah.
Ones on Amazon Prime. I don't know what year it's from. It's recent-ish.
Better than King
Australian.
of Staten Island.
If you could tough it out through that fucking accent, it's a really good movie. No offense to Australian people.
We like Australians. We have some fans in Australia.
I know. I
We've sold some merch in Australia
I
over
know.
the years.
love you, Australians, is what I meant to say. But anyway, it's a good movie. That had an ending.
That was actually, yeah. Therefore, it was better than the King of Staten Island.
It had an ending. It was funny. It was violent. And I liked it.
Yeah.
Made me gag a few times. I couldn't watch it actually a couple times. I was like, oh my god, oh my god. And that's a good movie when you can't actually watch it.
So,
Movie review number 2.
2 movie reviews and 1 vlog.
Amazing.
And our last one was a gear demo review, too.
Ooh, we're going places. I don't know where we're going, but we're going somewhere.
Yeah.
We had a fucking guest star. What the hell is happening with this vlog?
We got nowhere to go but up.
Right? I don't have a runner.
You should go get yourself a Rona. There you go, folks. That was Chesty Malone vlog number 11.
Eat.
11.
Eat.
Shit.